Hi, it's me again. We're going to look at our new event that appeared yesterday. There it is up there. But before I go there, I just want to point out to you that I've converted right now this morning. I was a bit hesitant, as I thought I didn't want to mess my city up, but I have converted it from the old Flash player to the experimental new down here, HTML5. And it seems to be faster. In fact, the screen refresh seems to be a lot faster. So I've only had it on my computer for 20 minutes, but it looks good. Right, let's look at the event. Here's the announcement. It's called Woodelvenstock. It's one of the seasonal events. That means it's long. It goes on for 30 days, in fact. It's all about hippies and musical festivals and stuff like that. But the wonderful thing about this event is that they've done the format is nothing like previous events. In my feeling at the moment, it's a hell of a lot better. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they are trying to make the events more compatible with mobiles. So you'll see as we go through it, the graphics are chunkier and they're less cluttered because it's got to go on a very small screen on a cell phone, you see. Let's have a look at the city, shall we? Zoom out. Look at all the lovely scenery they've put in. Now, I've got some reservations about that scenery because it means when you go looking on your friends' cities, when you go looking for treasure chests, when you do your daily visit, they tend to get lost. So it's more work finding the chests. And then, of course, what you're going to be seeing now when I go back to the event screen, these things down here are tickets. You collect tickets, you use them in the event to buy your way towards the prizes. When you click on that, you'll see I've got 2 tickets. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. I can click on them and I will get anything between different numbers. In the previous events you only could have a maximum of 3 tickets or keys or whatever they call them in the different events. You could get 3. Here we've seen as many as 6. Who knows, there might even be more. But they tend to be in the same locations as the treasure chests which you would find in your visits to your neighbors. They're in a circle sort of around the outside of your city. And I just want to mention to you, you must look here. There. See where I'm pointing up there? Quite often you'll get one of these tickets there and you may not see it because you don't think to look there. So when you're collecting your tickets, make sure you go to the top of your city over there. Right, let's go look at the event screen. First of all, something that you've got to notice here is that there's only one quest. Normally in the events you would get a sequence that you would do one after the other up to 40, 50, 60, 80, whatever, 108 in one event there was. Now there's only one daily quest. So I can't show you what this quest looks like at the moment, but when we go and look at the event note, you'll see that yesterday's one was to get a certain amount of marble, for which you got 150 of these tickets. And today's one was to get a certain amount of steel, which the amount is chapter related, of course, which also gave 150 tickets. So there've been no spoilers or leaks, and nobody has hacked the event open yet, so we don't know what the other quests will be. But every time one comes in every day, I will add it to our event note. Now let's go and have a look at the event screen. Now this is going to be very different to people who've done events in Elvenar before. Look, up there is your daily exclusive building, and today it is a mosh pit, and it is a set building, okay? So if you build this next to other buildings of different kinds from the same set, then you'll see on the bottom where it says 65, 65, 65, 65. Depending what your boost is, you will get the following one. My boost is magic dust. That's why I'm getting gems. If I had gems as my boost, then you would get elixir, and if I had elixir, then I would get magic dust. That's how it works, and you can see you also get some population, and you also get some culture. These daily exclusive buildings change every day at midnight German time, and one tends to buy them by opening these chests. You see, they're chests. When you open those, you have a percentage chance of getting that building, and so one tends to save your tickets so that you will be able to get the exclusive of your choice. But the quests in this event on beta are not necessarily, according to the announcement, they're not necessarily going to be the same as what you would normally get in an event. We in beta would see it, we'd write everything down, and a week later you would get it in the live world. There's no guarantee, so we'll have to see how that works out. The following thing here are the prizes, and they are all set buildings, and they give different things depending on which chapter you're in. I've got more details about that in the event note, but there you go. That's a set building, that's a set building, and that one is a set building. You get magic goo from opening these chests. See, that's goo there, okay? Goo. And the goo adds up until you've got 200, and then disappears. Now, apparently these characters here, every time you take some goo and this thing moves along, there are waypoints. It's a progress reward. Here you will get coin rain, and you'll get some goo, and there's another one where you'll get boosters and you get more goo. So this is quite a nice feature of this event, that you don't just get one prize like we used to get. You are getting things. Even the people who don't finish the event, even the people who don't get a building, will still get a booster out of it. Now, it's wonderful, don't you think? The chests are also very interesting. Have a look down here first of all. That's how many tickets I've got. I've got 226, see, same as the 226 up there. Now I can spend them on chests, so let's go and have a look. The interesting thing is that they're different chests, not only the ones you see here, there are others, okay, we'll see that now, but they all give you something different, unlike in the previous events, where you had a whole lot of things, but they all looked the same. This chest here will give me boosters, it will give me supplies, and it will give me ancient knowledge points. We have a percentage chance, 18% chance that I will get the daily exclusive building, and then 24, 24, and 35 for the other things. Now have a look here. See, this chest is completely different. This one gives me a lot of ancient knowledge, and it gives me a 30% chance of the building. I have to spend more tickets for it. This one here gives you, again, a completely different mix. There's a 10% chance of getting the building. It gives you coin rain, it gives you supply power of provision enchantments, and it gives you some tickets. So you can mix and match. There are apparently 9 different kinds of chests. So now you're going to ask me, well, why can we only see 3? The answer is when you claim one. Let's do one now, shall we? Let's have fun. We'll claim that one, because I do my events, I mostly want ancient knowledge instance. I'm not interested in the buildings. I've got plenty of nice buildings in my city. I'm not interested in the sets. As far as I'm concerned, they're a gimmick, because you need a massive area to place a set, you see. And then in 3 months' time along comes another event and you rip it out, and you've distorted the architecture of your city to get the set in, and now you've got to distort the architecture of your city to put another set in. And of course there's no guarantee. There are 3 set buildings here, 1, 2, 3, and there are 2 daily exclusives that are sets, but you may not get it, because there's only a 30% chance. So you could use all your tickets up and not even get it. So as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I want from these events is boosters, and I want ancient knowledge points. So I'm going to open this chest here. Watch what happens. Watch closely. There you go. And I got my ancient knowledge. Jolly good. I got 20 of them. So I accept that. Now what happens? Watch. See, there's the progress happening, and see, it's like a roulette wheel or a one-armed bandit. The chests have spun, and now there's a completely different one here. There's a wooden chest, you see. Now, I've only got pictures of 7 of them at the moment. They're in our event note, but as I get the other ones, I'll add them. That's why you must keep going back to the event note to watch. Here it is. This is on the Elvenar Platinum Leaf on Facebook, and I will put a link to this note below. Let's look very quickly through it. First of all, here's the announcement. This is from the forum, and there are links here as well to the discussion part of the event on the beta forum, and I will put that link underneath on YouTube as well. That's a look at one of the prizes, the main stage. Okay. Right, now let's look here. Some differences in Quest between beta and live. So it's going to be something we'll just have to wait and see next week. We are expecting, because this starts on July the 16th, so it should start a week later in the live world, which would be July the 23rd. So we'll have to wait till then and see. There you are, there's the discussion thread. I always put these in. This is just to show you how to use this. It's quite a bulky note of mine, and to find everything, there's a scroll bar on the side of the screen, and you just grab it and you can go down, and then you can grab it and you can go up again, just like that. So that's quite nice. Here's a link, a shortened URL for the note. Here are the quests with some notes about them. Here are the 2 quests that we have at the moment, Gain Marble and Gain Steel. Here are the daily exclusive buildings. We've had 2 so far. One has been a culture with coins, and one is a set building. Here we go. Every day I put in a screenshot of what the buildings look like. That is the 2 that we've had so far. Here you are. Here's the main event screen, which I showed you already. Won't waste your time. Come back and look at it in your own time. The various chests. I've found 7 so far. Let's scroll down through them. There's the valuable chest, which has a mixture of instants and some tickets. The magical, another magical. You see, there are 2 different magicals. Note that one needs 123 tickets, this one needs 140. Then there are 2 mysterious chests. There's a charming chest, and there's a wooden chest, and I seem to be missing 2 more, which I will find in the course of today, don't worry. That you've seen, that's what happens when you claim a building. The grand prizes, I showed those to you, they're set buildings. Here you are, here's a graphic that shows exactly what you can expect from them. These 2 I haven't unlocked, obviously, because, see, they're still locked. Is it possible to win the 3rd prize without spending diamonds? Yes, apparently you can. Somebody did the maths. If you do all the daily quests, you ought to be able to get the whole set. There is a website called Elvenar Architect, which I've given you a link to. They give you, see where it says chapter here, you can click on there, put in your chapter number, and it will tell you there are the 5 buildings of the set, and it will tell you what you can expect to get from those 5 buildings. As I said to you already, I don't intend to build the sets. I really think they're not actually worth much. They're too much trouble. Too much trouble, too little reward. Here you are. Here's a link from the wiki on how sets work. You can read that up in your own time. Gameplay tips. I may or may not put them in because I don't know how complicated the quests are. If they're simple, I won't bother, but I've just plunked that there. If there are some little tricky things, we'll put in there how to deal with them. What you see when the event opens, there you are, pretty new loading screen. That's the screen that pops up when you open it. This I've showed you already. There are the tickets. There is the event quest. There is the main event screen. 5 help screens. Let's go back here. See up there, there's a little yellow question mark. You find them in many of the screens in Elvenar. Click on there and it opens 5 tabbed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 help screens, and I'm not going to go through them in detail. Come and look at them, but they give you a bird's eye quick walk through what the event is all about tickets, rotating chests, magic goo, and the rewards. There you go. Comments and suggestions? Well, there's a lot more to come, but I've put some ideas down here. You'll see the first thing I said here was very clever ideas in the event, and I said well done Team Enrique and the design team, because I think this is a considerable improvement. I'm just rather sad, I made a note somewhere down here below, that the sequential quests were kind of fun. These things where you had to push yourself to get 58 or 100 or whatever different quests. Now those aren't in this event. I'd actually quite like to know why they decided not to put them in. The rotating chests are great. That roulette wheel thing, it brings up a different random chest all the time. Because I only play for knowledge points. I've got a power city. I'm working on the new model of Elvenar, which is to use a very small city with lots of ancient wonders, and to make those ancient wonders zoop as high as you can to level 20. So I need knowledge points, knowledge points, and knowledge points. I don't have space for buildings. So when I do events, I only want knowledge points, and goody goody, there are chests now that give me a 50% chance of getting points that I can use to beef up my ancient wonders. Much greater improvement. If you've got a different playing style, you will find a chest that suits you. That is nice. I like it. Just keep coming back. Don't make a copy of this note, please, because I'm adding to it all the time. There's no point in copying it. Just take the link, put it on your bookmark bar, give the link to your fellowship so they can come there when they wish. That's the way to do it. About us. Quickly, Elvenar Platinum Leaf is the biggest independent Facebook Elvenar group. We have no inner game staff on our editorial panel, so if we need to say something, we'll say it. We don't have to worry about whether the boss will be angry with us for saying it. We have lots and lots of info tips. We've got these videos, we've got notes, we've got all kinds of resources, and we have more than 5,000 players, most of whom are active, and there are a lot of very experienced players there who, if you have questions or you want discussion, there's the place to find it. So come and join us there. If you like this video and you want to see every time there's news of this nature, go down below on YouTube. You will see it says like, you will see it says subscribe. Just click on those two and then you will get notifications from YouTube every time that we make a new video. Okay, see you on Facebook. Bye.